Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Moments with Inonge. If we haven't met already, my name is Inonge, your hostess with the most, and you're welcome to Moments with Inonge, a platform that is dedicated to raising leaders that will impact the world positively. In today's very, very brief live session, I just want to share with you the secret to finishing the year strong. Please do like this podcast, share this podcast, tag your friends, and do comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from and how long you've been on this platform, Moments with Inonge. Please tag your friends, like and share, like and share. I want to wish you compliments of the season. I'm aware everyone is aware because it is what it is, the last week of the year 2022, a very crucial week. I call it crucial because it's a transition week. You know, the week that we're moving from 2022 to 2023. So it is a very, very crucial week. So in this very brief live session, I just want to share the secret to finishing the year strong. Please drop your comments, let me know where you're watching from, like and share, tag somebody to be part and parcel of this very brief live broadcast. I can see some people online. Please do let me know where you're watching from. Do let me know where you're watching from. Like and share, drop your comments, and like and share, tag somebody. We only have a few minutes together, and so let me know where you're watching from, like and share. Compliments of the season, guys. And like I said, I just very, very briefly want to touch on the topic, the secret to finishing the year strong. You see, in the recent weeks, the recent past weeks, we were watching the World Cup. And one thing that stood out for me that I can relate actually to this subject is what was actually happening. You know, I observed that before the game, there is always before the game, there's always a plan. The coach has a plan, and because the coach has this plan, what is going to happen is that when they begin to play, certain things happen. Others happen according to the plan. Others go, you know, beyond their expectation in favor of them. Sometimes it doesn't really work for them. But one thing stood out for me, especially when it comes to the team that one of the former coaches of Zambia was actually coaching. You know, a clip went viral where it was halftime and they got into the lockers and he began to talk to them. He talked to them with so much passion. You know, he shared what his observations were, and this coach was actually Herve Renard. So when I saw that clip, what came to my mind was, okay, this is what a great coach does. Before the game, they have a plan, you know, and during the game, they make observation, and at the slightest point when they can correct whatever seems not to be going on well, they do it, especially at halftime. So guys, this is basically our transition week from 2022 to 2023. Now my question for you, before I let you into the secret to finishing the year strong, is how do you think you have fared in this year 2022? How do you think you have fared in this year 2022? This is a very, very important question for you to answer because inspection is the foundation of expectation. I'll say that again. Inspection is the foundation of expectation. There is no way you expect your year 2023 to be better if you do not inspect your performance levels in 2022. It's not possible. It can't happen. And you see, this is what differentiates the successful from the unsuccessful. This secret I'm going to share with you is what, you know, draws the line, because there's a very thin line between the successful and the unsuccessful. And this thin line is the habits, what we do. So my question is, how do you think you have fared in 2022, financially, spiritually, emotionally, relationship-wise, career-wise, academically, business-wise, career-wise? How have you fared? Like I said previously, inspection is the foundation of expectation. So if you do not inspect how your 2022 has been, it'll be very difficult for you to actually set expectations for 2023 and be able to hit the target. Here's the secret. The secret to finishing the year strong is for you to conduct a review. This is what differentiates the successful from the unsuccessful. You know, I really care about how your year has gone, because this platform is meant to improve you, to grow you, to encourage you, inspire you, motivate you, equip you, equip you with the nitty-gritties of success. So it is very, very important. It is very, very important that you get a hold of these things. For some, business was just trying to recover, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. For some, they were just starting up in their businesses, in their careers, so things are not really moving. But the fact that you have reached the end of 2022, you should be able to review your performance, regardless of how it was, regardless of whether you hit your target or not. So what the successful people do, and in particular, I'll be referring to my mentor, John C. Maxwell. He actually takes a week out every year. This is the week between Christmas and New Year. What he does is he takes off a week to review his calendar, to review how the previous year has been, and to set out, the plans, the goals, what he's going to achieve in the next year. So this differentiates the successful from the unsuccessful, because for a common layman, what you're going to do is go into the new year, and that week after the New Year's party and all that, now you want to sit down and start making resolutions. Oh, this year I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. And if you're a Christian and you do participate in those 21-day prayer and fasting, you may even go like, oh, okay, I'm praying and fasting. Others even begin praying and fasting without having a prayer request list. They just know religiously that at the beginning of the year we fast, but they haven't really sat down to say, okay, this is what I'm going to be fasting for, this is what I'm going to be doing. And that is what distinguishes the successful from the unsuccessful. You see, the way you and I are going to finish this year is what is going to lay a foundation for our performance in 2023. If you're watching this broadcast, it is not an accident that you're watching this broadcast. It is because you definitely need to hear this. So I hope and trust that this secret to finishing the year strong, you take it wholeheartedly. Review your year. How have you performed? Where are you? Just yesterday I posted something. I know LinkedIn is tuned in, YouTube is tuned in, Facebook, but I think this post only got to Facebook. This is why I encourage a lot of people to follow me on all platforms, because sometimes what I post on Facebook, I will not post on LinkedIn, I will not post on YouTube. So now, going back to what I was saying, is you need to review your year. You need to inspect how it has been in order for you to lay expectations. The real game, the game of the successful, is that when it's 1st of January, they are up and running. Like I said just a few moments ago, some wait to 1st of January to start coming up with those resolutions, to start coming up with plans. You don't do that. By 1st January, you should be up and running. Meaning by 31st December, you should know what you want to target, where you want to focus. So I want to encourage you, because some may be listening to this secret for the first time of reviewing. I have practiced it for years now. I think I've done this review for about 3 years. Yeah, I've done it for 3 years, and it has worked for me. So I usually take a week out. I take a week out and I begin to review Career-wise, how am I doing? Socially, how am I performing? Financially, how am I performing? What am I doing right? What am I not doing right? So I look at my diary. For those that were on the practical table, which was a platform that I offered for growth, we talked about the use of diaries. Every time, regardless of where you are, you need a notepad, you need a pen. Sometimes you can even type something, because ideas come to you and you need to capture those ideas. So obviously, I pointed out at the practical table the importance of having a diary, because you get to capture ideas, you get to reflect on how your day went, you get to reflect on how your week went. And it is due to this reflection that you actually realize if you're making progress or not. So the simple secret to finishing the year strong is reviewing how the year has been. Look, you may have been making a loss. It's okay. It has happened. You can't go back and turn the hands of time. But what you can do is that you can make tomorrow better. So now the question is, how are you going to make tomorrow better? If you don't inspect, how do you expect tomorrow to be better? If you don't deal with yesterday, how are you going to discover the possibilities of tomorrow? This is very important. It's very simple, but it is very, very important, guys. For me to bring it up to you guys, then it's very important. Tomorrow I will come online. I'll drop maybe a recording, or I'll come live due to my schedule. I'll give you some nitty-gritties about how you can review. But I felt that it is important just to let you know, to say the secret for you finishing the year strong is reviewing. They say experience is the best teacher, but I don't agree. You can experience something and actually not learn anything from it. Evaluated experience is actually the best teacher. It is what you evaluate. It is what you take time to go through and see, to say, okay, how did I perform this experience? How did I contribute to it? What went wrong? What went right? It is only then that it can teach you something. But if you just go through something and not reflect on it, it won't help you. So even if you made a loss during 2022, even if you didn't make so much progress, believe you me, you can say you finished strong if you reviewed your year. If you review the year, if you begin to plan for the next year, if you begin to set your expectations out of the review that you have just performed, that will be good. It is not wise for you and I to just set out plans, just to set out resolutions without having done a review. So that is very important, and that is the secret that I actually had to share with you. So at this point, guys, if there are any questions, any contributions, any comments, if you just want to let me know where you're watching from, I'll be glad to show your comment on air. So please do let me know where you're watching from and how long you've been on Moments with Inonge, or maybe you just want to wish me compliments of the season. You could do that as well. You could drop your comments. I can see we have quite a number of people online. We have Teresa, and Teresa says, wise advice, thanks. You're welcome, Teresa. Thank you so much. So any other comments, please drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're spending your festive season. Like and share this broadcast, guys. Like and share this broadcast. You don't want to grow alone. You don't want to grow alone. You don't want to be empowered on your own. So please do likewise. Like and share. Drop your comments. And at this point, I just want to say thank you for everybody that has watched. And I want to say hi to those that will be replaying this live broadcast. Hi, and I hope and trust that you take this secret very, very important. It's very, very important for you to do that. So I hope and trust we're good. I hope and trust we're good. So Angela, thank you so much for dropping that comment. Thank you so much for letting me know that you are actually watching. Teresa, thank you so much for letting me know that you're actually watching. So for those that are going to drop their comments, thank you so much. So once again, the secret to finishing the year strong is reviewing. If there's anything that you're going to take out of this podcast, take out that inspection is the foundation of expectation. You can't set out expectations for 2023 if you have not inspected your 2022. It will not yield results for you. It will not yield results for you. This is what differentiates the successful from the unsuccessful. From me, your hostess with the most, Inonge, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for tagging your friends. It's been a pleasure, just sharing this lovely moment with you. Please stay tuned and be transformed.